Hello guys, this is Mitesh Shukla from Excellence Education and Visa again. Guys, this is my second video in the continuation of my first video, which was for the Federal Skilled Worker program. So guys, in this I will explain you the detailed information about how to calculate your 67 points. And guys, do let you know that I will keep on making this type of informative videos also, so you can do share it with your friends also. Okay guys, so now let us move on to our computer screen and where I can show you how to calculate it. So this is a scenario over here guys. Okay, so there are the 6 selection factors, 6 criterias. The first is you can say like the first is a language skills. Second is the education points. Third, work experience, age, arrange employment in Canada points, and adaptability points. So we will look at this all the points step by step and how you can score it. So guys, the first factor in this is a language skill. Now this is very important. This is a game changer. So you can score a maximum of 28 points in this, which is the first official language. You can say it as an IELTS examination. So you can score maximum of 24 points in this. Now how you will score 24 points, that I will let you know. Okay, here. Okay, so guys, here there are the different CLB levels are there. CLB level 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and so on. And here there are the points, how much points you can score in that. Okay, so if you are scoring the CLB level 7, here the if you get the CLB level 7, then you will get 4 points for each. 4, 4, 4, 4, which is the total of 16 points for the listening, reading, writing and speaking. Now what is the CLB level 7? Now CLB level 7 is here. Now this is the CLB level 7. This is the CLB level 7. So if you score 6 in each, your here they have here reading, writing, listening, speaking, basically listening, reading, writing, speaking, the same thing. So if you score 6 in each, then you are in the CLB level 7, and in the CLB level 7 you will get 4 points for each section, which is a total of 16 points. Same way, CLB level 8 you will get 5 points for every section, which is the total of 20 points. Now what is the CLB level 8? CLB level 8 is this one. CLB level 8 is this here. This is the CLB level 8. CLB level 8, 6.5, 6.5, 7.5, 6.5. This is the CLB level 8. CLB level 9 is this 8777. 8777 is a CLB level 9. So if you get the CLB level 9, you will get total of 24 points. You will get 6 points for each section, which comes to 24 points. So this is the thing. Now the second official language is the French. That is also important. As you know that in our institute we teach French, IELTS, GRE, GMAT, spoken English, PTE. So you can also take an advantage of that also. So in the French language you can get maximum of 4 points. Out of 4 points, even if you score 2 points, then also it will be very good for you guys. So this is how you can maximize your score in that. Now second factor is education. In the education you can score of maximum of 25 points. See, 25 points is a maximum points. Now out of that, what you score is up to you. If you are having a PhD, you can score 25 points. If you are having a master degree, you can score 23 points, but this master degree should be in a specialized occupation list like lawyers, dentist, pharmacist and so on. So there are some lists are there. So for that you can score maximum of 23 points. If you having a bachelor's degree, you can score 22 points. लेकिन ये जो सारे जो education है, you have to get a WES report, WES, WES reports. So that also you have to do. So they will give you a WES report, and that WES report you have to submit while you are submitting your file. And see, if you are having a Canada post-secondary education like a diploma, like 2 years diploma, 3 years diploma is there, so you can count your points accordingly over here. Canadian post-secondary degree of 3 years 21 points, 2 years 19 points, okay, post-secondary 15 points and 5 points. Okay, so basically this is the main criteria. You can say like majority of our clients and majority of the people who are putting up their file, they are having a bachelor's degree or a master degree. So this 22 points you can count generalized as a 22 points or a 21 points. Now the next come is the work experience. Now this work experience should be in a knockout scales 0 AB, national occupation classification, if you are having a full-time work experience. Okay, here I am talking about the full-time work experience. So if you are having a 1 year work experience, you get 9 points, 2 to 3 years you will get 11 points, 4 to 5 years you will get 13 points, 6 or more you will get the 15 points for that. Next, age under 18. If you are under 18, obviously you are not able to put the file under 18, which is a 0 points over here. 18 to 35, this is the main selection factor. 18 to 35, if you are having an age between 18 to 35, you will get the maximum of 12 points guys. 36 11 points, 37 10 points, 38 9 points. So as the age grows, your points will be little bit reduced by 1 or 2 each. 40, if you are 40 you will get 7 points, if you are 39 you will get 8 points, and so on. Okay, so now let us move on to the next criteria, which is the arranged employment in Canada. If you are getting a work offer letter from Canada, you will get 10 points. Now this is little bit difficult guys to arrange, but even if you can manage it, you will get the 10 points. But the employer, there are certain criterias in it that the employer has to fulfill in order to give you the work offer letter. It should be in this one, it should be in a national occupation list O, A or B. Okay, so this is the thing. If you are getting the work offer letter, okay, then you will get the maximum of 10 points. Okay, considering the next factor, so here I have written like there are many conditions in that. This all the conditions the employer have to fulfill in order to give you the work offer letter. Adaptability, this can be an important factor. Adaptability, you can get the maximum of 10 points. Now out of 10 points, what do you score? It's up to you. The first is your spouse language. अगर आपकी वाइफ ने एग्जाम देती है IELTS की या फ्रेंच की, and they get the score of CLB level 4, they get the score of CLB level 4, then you will get 5 points for that. Your past study in Canada, if you are studied past in Canada, यानी कि आप पहले फॉर एग्जाम्पल आप पहले कनाडा जाके आए हो, आपने वहाँ पे एजुकेशन किया है 2 years का, और फिर आप इंडिया में आके अब आपने फाइल रखी है, तो यू कैन गेट द मैक्सिमम ऑफ 5 points फॉर दैट. योर स्पाउस और पार्टनर, योर स्पाउस बेसिकली योर वाइफ और हस्बैंड, vice versa, who is the main applicant. So if they have completed their education in the past in Canada, you will also get the 5 points for that guys. Here also you will get the 5 points for that, this scenario. Your past work in Canada, if you have previously gone to Canada and you have the work experience in Canada in any of the national occupation list, you will get the 10 points for that. यानी कि आप पहले कनाडा जाके आए हो, अब आप इंडिया में आ गए हो और आपने फाइल रखी है, या तो फिर आपने वहीं से वहीं फाइल रखी है, दैट इज अ डिफरेंट थिंग. बट इफ यू आर नाउ इन इंडिया एंड इफ यू आर हैविंग अ वर्क एक्सपीरियंस इन कैनेडा, then you will get the 10 points for that also. Next thing is like your spouse work experience. अगर आपके हस्बैंड ने या वाइफ ने उनका जो वर्क एक्सपीरियंस पास्ट में है कनाडा में, तो उसके भी 5 points आपको मिलेंगे. This now the point number 6 is also important. If you have the relatives in Canada, so if you have the relatives in Canada, blood relatives, if you are having in Canada, your grandparents, parents, brother, sister, so you will get the 5 points for that also. So here this is the 5 points. You will get the additional 5 points for that also. Okay guys, so guys, this was the information of how you can calculate your 67 points. Now there are the different scenarios also, like you can put your file in the PNP also, provincial nominee program also, that I will make in my second video or the third video. So guys, do share this information with your friends also, and thanks for watching guys.